The crisp air and change in the season is a perfect time to refresh everything that you have in your kitchen, from your pantry to your fridge. Let's create some amazing dishes inspired by spring. All right, let's start with breakfast and make the viral custard toast with spring berries. I'm gonna start with a couple slices of my gold miner sourdough bread. I love how tangy it is. I love that it really can stand up to this custard filling, because the custard filling is gonna soak into this bread. By patting it down, I'm making like the base. All right, and save the crust because we're gonna use it for dessert. I'm using Oikos Greek yogurt, and it has 25 grams of protein per serving, which I love. I have an egg and some maple syrup. That's it. I'm just gonna mix it all together and spoon the filling into my thick slices of sourdough. So we're gonna use sliced strawberries, but what's great is you could use any springtime fruit that you see in season in the stores. The viral recipes that I found on TikTok all baked at 400 degrees, but I find that if I lower the temperature to 375, it really bakes perfectly in just about 10 minutes. I am going to take some freeze-dried strawberries and pulverize them. Gorgeous springtime colors, the perfect breakfast. All right, now let's give our crudité platter a little spring refresh too. So I blanch springtime vegetables like French green beans. I have some Easter radishes that are really beautiful. These sweet little snacking peppers, carrots, some blanched broccoli. Okay, so these Airly crackers I found at Central Market, and what's cool about it is it says climate friendly snacking, oats grown with zero emission farms. So my kids have been talking a lot about the environment, how we can kind of keep the environment as healthy as possible, and these crackers are a perfect way to snack on something that is doing something great for the environment too. Airly comes in lots of different flavors like sea salt caramel and chocolate, but today I'm using sea salt and cheddar. We are going to make a green hummus. Yep, we're gonna springtime up our classic hummus by adding green peas and some blanched basil. This is gonna be the prettiest springtime dip ever. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I know my kids are gonna devour this when they get home from school. At the bottom of your cracker bag, you always have some crumbs. We're gonna use those crumbs as the base for the most amazing air fryer chicken strips. All right, so what's really important when you're air frying something is you want to spray it really well. And then that way it gets crispy on all sides, and I'll bake it at 400 degrees and then flip it about halfway through. These look amazing. They smell so good. A fresh, healthy, spring-inspired dinner. For a lightened up springtime dessert, we're going to take the ends of the sourdough bread and make an amazing banana bread pudding. I have eggs, vanilla, and then the key ingredient for my base is Mooala banana milk. I love this dairy-free alternative. It's a great way to lighten up and refresh a classic dessert. I'm gonna give it a little whisk and a little bit of honey. And now our cubed sourdough bread. This is like sweet and tangy all in one. Let it soak overnight and then bake it the next day. Thank you so much for hanging out in my kitchen and trying out some new dishes along with me. If you want to know more about how you can reinvent dinner, leftovers, and just reimagine the way that you think about dinner, just go to dinnerreinvented.com. I'm Roni Proder. Thanks for having me.